That was a really great kickstart to my career as a graphic designer, and that's what led me into this field. And I think I'm really glad, although I did not continue to study chartered accountancy, but I still am doing graphic designing, and I see my career further ahead in these things only.
Okay. So I'd like to ask that what are the challenges till now you are facing as a graphic designer, or how you can improve those
What
failures?
happens is a rigidity. Certain type of rigidity is always there with the people we work. With you, obviously, there wasn't any rigidity as such. Most of the things were flexible. Our ideas, your ideas, were always on the same page, and nothing was colliding each other. But what happens mostly with working with clients is that they already have something in their mind which they think is a final product, and they are not ready for any suggestions from our side, and we are bound, like we are stuck in a place and we cannot go beyond those four walls that we want to go through, because designing is not confining yourself in a space. Designing is not something that you want to restrict yourself with. It's about exploring, it's about discovering new things, it's about collaborations, it's about mutual thinking, it's about integration. And that is what is the most difficult aspect. If you talk on the terms of like if you talk on the terms of like availability of jobs or availability of work, there is obviously a lot of opportunities out there for in terms of graphic designing. A lot of people are in need of graphic designers right now, because in this age of social media, all we need is presentation. Presentation is the key aspect of a brand, and that is what is needed to maintain a image on social media. So graphic designers are in demand.
Okay. So have you faced any time any criticism while working on it?
Hello, Saib.
Yeah, yeah. Please.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead. Actually, you are not audible.
Yeah, yeah, that was all. Like that. Yeah, so
Okay.
that was all, I guess. It was done
So,
actually.
no, I'm asking, have you gone through any criticism while you are in from anyone?
Yes. Ob-
Okay.
Obviously, criticism is always there when you do things that you like. There is always criticism. There are people who don't want you to do things that you would like or you will be happy with. There are the things like thinking in the real part. Like people ask us to look at the real world. Like obviously, this is not a common thing that we do, because most people don't see a career in these things, but still we are doing what we want to do. So there is always criticism also in parts of designing aspect. There is criticism in the parts of decisions we make. There is criticism in things we do. So yeah, the criticism doesn't go anywhere. Even when you had started Wealthy West, I think that you must have got a lot of criticisms on things, right? How does one
Yeah,
develop the Reddit style? Okay, I got a question.
yeah, please go ahead.
How does one develop the Reddit style sense and get a new ideas for design? Okay, so earlier what I used to do was I used to copy designs to improve my skills. I didn't used to use those designs, but I used to make those designs and I used to copy those designs just to increase my skill set. So while doing that, I used to figure out what I liked and what I did not like. If I liked typography, I used to do more typography. If I liked abstract designs, I used to do more abstract designs. So that's how you can get a sense of what you want to do, what you will like doing in graphic designing. Also, I will ask you to read more about designing, because theory aspect of designing always helps you to explore more, and you get to look at things that you wouldn't normally do. So yes, read more first, and second is discover different forms of design. So you will
I'd like
definitely know
to.
that what you like.
I'd like to add to this. Like currently, I am pursuing architecture as my bachelor's degree. So through that, like I am currently in third year. So the things that I have learned from the past 2 years has tremendously helped me in the design process. Like architecture is also kind of designing, only it is in a 3D way, in the physical way. So majorly my designs and my creativity comes through the ideas from what I am studying. Like if you look at my portfolio or my work, a architecture student or a established architect will come to know that this person has some knowledge of architecture. Like there are some rules, like in photography, in architecture, and in design, they're all common. So, as you have said, read a lot. A theory-based design or the theory-based aspects knowledge help a lot.
Can you tell me that in this young generation, many are looking forward in graphic designing as this field is having money, fame, everything. So, what are the main ignition points youngster need to start with graphic designer as a graphic designer?
First of all, you obviously need to be some under someone or work as a freelancer, because working as a freelancer will get you to work with more and more clients and different kinds of people. So that is exactly what you need. You need to work with more and more people and different types of people, because you will get to see what type of response you get to one design from one person and what type of response you get from the same design from another person. So
So,
you need help. Yeah, go
so
on.
the question is that for a basic beginner, how they can approach a graphic design and designing course? Either they should enroll for a course or go for YouTube, or they should take a mentorship under someone.
First of all, they should like study about it. Like what do they want to pursue? There are different ways in which we can come through graphic designing. So if a person fixes on something like this is the type of thing I want to do, you should first study about it and then study on the software or something. Like there are lots of YouTube videos and tutorials. Like if I want to study, if I want to develop a new idea, I'll go through Pinterest, YouTube, and different platforms. Like Adobe itself as a Behance platform where people post different things. After that, I'll install the software and I'll play with it. After playing, like I'll get to know that what does this tool do. And after you get to know about it, then you should approach someone to judge you, like criticize you. If a design is criticized, then only it will be like flourished.
Okay, okay. So, could you tell that as a designer, while you were learning, and now still also you are learning, but
Yes.
while learning, did you faced that sometimes giving up this job?
Giving up never came to my mind. Like there were situations when I had a block. At that time, I would just let go. Like 2 3 days, I would just let go. After that, eventually, when I got bored of the other stuff I would do, I would restart the software. I would start something new. I would recreate my interest in it and then finish the project that I had been blocked. Quitting was never an option. Like uh, this isn't a profession or something in which we can quit. It's the creativity that does not go, literally.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Even few people having some questions. That
Yes, yes.
is there any scope? Is there any scope in government organization for a graphic designer?
Yes, obviously there are scopes in government design, government like you can see IT cells working hard on Twitter and social media pages. Like they want to get the attention of youngsters. They want to be quirky. They want to be up to date with all the trends that are going on. Have you seen the monolith design, that monolith trend that is going on? So every brand needs to be uh,
Graphic design.
in race with the trend. So each and every uh, like organization
Like
in the
a
country needs.
simple advertisement in which the monolith was portrayed like McDonald's. It just turned the monolith into the drive-through speaker. That
Yes.
small edit also requires a graphic designer.
So these trends and what like these trends and all the attention that you need on social media, these all are needed for every organization in the country. So obviously there are jobs opens for graphic designer in government posts. There are obviously jobs open in the IT cell, and there are obviously jobs for like when if you look at those designs, those are put up by your municipal corporation on signboards or roadside boards. Those are
On
also
government
designs.
websites
So
also, like the
yes, on government websites also, exactly. So these are all the jobs that are open for if you want to go into a government sector as a graphic designer.
The next question is for making memes. Is it necessary to become a graphic designer or to learn graphics?
no, there are software platforms that have already the interface on which we can work. Like there are already base softwares where we have the templates and we just have to add text. So there is no
Yeah,
need
so
to
making
be a
memes is
graphic
not
designer.
exactly what graphic designing is. So yeah,
Okay. So, is there any questions from the audience?
Asad
I
has
think
a
there is
question.
one.
Like how does one get the first client in freelance if he hasn't worked for anybody before and does not have any portfolio? So the requirement of a portfolio is a must if you want to uh, work for someone. Like he or she should see your work before he hires you. Yes, you may please take over. You may be
Yes,
able to explain.
so what you need to do is you need to make up a situation where you have a client. Okay, you don't exactly have a client, but you need to think that you have a client and how you will you work with that client. Okay, so you need to make some mock-up designs. Okay, you need to make some advertisements. You need to show them that how good your designing knowledge is. So these three aspects you need to definitely put in your portfolio, although you didn't have a graph, if you didn't have a first client. But what you need to present to the first client is like what you can do, what all stuff you know, and what your designing knowledge is. So that way you can definitely present to the first client. Although
Yes,
you
your
didn't
voice
have a first
broke
client,
in the between.
build a portfolio. Okay, by making up a client. So you can make up designs, you can present them on a PDF form, and you can tell them that this is my creativity and this is what I can do and I can go beyond this. So that's why you need to hire me as your designer.
Like getting a first client would be difficult. You'll have to post your portfolio
That's
on
right.
different platforms like what we did. Like there are platforms like this Internshala and all. Then Fiverr. We would post our portfolios there, and later on, like
Behance.
Behance is there. Like you can also make an account on LinkedIn and post your stuff there. People, there is a huge audience on LinkedIn, and they will eventually hire you. So it's not like when you want a first client, you'll get your first client.
Okay. So, that's really nice. That's really nice. Is there anything you want to share from your side as an entrepreneur or as a graphic designers to the audience, to the budding entrepreneurs?
Neela, do you want to share anything?
And just say that don't quit. Like you
Yeah.
started your stuff because you had something in mind. That something in mind made you start doing something new. And because of a small issue or the small problem you couldn't come up with, please don't quit. Leave that thing for a day
Yeah.
or two. Like that's what I do in my architectural studies also. If I can't do my submission, I leave it. Like if the submission day is tomorrow and I can't complete it, I leave it. After a day or two, maybe I'll submit it, but I don't quit. Same is with the designing stuff, and same is with the other stuff that you do.
Do not quit.
Uh,
Yeah, that's great. Also, do not let things limit yourself. Okay, as I said that
Exactly.
right now everyone has a phone. Okay, so it
yeah.
is not necessary that you must only design in Photoshop. You can obviously design on Pixar, but what you need to grow is your design knowledge. What you need to grow is not the stuff that you need to make graphic design posters, or you need to do for graphic design. What you need to grow is your graphic designing knowledge. You need to grow your design knowledge, and you can apply that knowledge on your phone or on your laptop or your tablet. So do not limit yourself with the amount of technology that you have.
Like it happened once that we had made a poster for someone, and they made a change to it, and we were outside. So you thought for a second like we are outside, we don't have the laptop, we don't have Photoshop, how will we do it? So yes, suggested that it's a small edit, let's do it on PixArt. So we just opened PixArt, did a few tweaks, and there it was. And no one could tell the change. Like it was done on a small platform, just mobile platform. So don't limit yourself like मैं अभी बाहर, like I am outside, I can't work upon it. Find new ways to work.
Okay. So that's great. That's great. So, is there any questions from the audience? Because as we were planning for one more speaker, but they will not be able to join due to some problem. The last speaker they were from Bangalore. Uh, so, is there any questions regarding this particular session and speakers from the audience side? And I would like to say that they are extremely talented designers I have ever actually met, in my personal opinion, because I know Yash, especially from class 8 onwards. We have studied, and he's by nature, he's excellent. So, if you have anything, so you are very free to ask them now only, because it's very difficult to get their time sometimes. I don't think so. Anybody having?
There's a question from Asad. What would
Okay.
you suggest to read about from for design, any book or blog? Yes, would you like to answer this question? Like suggest something that you have read
Yes, yes.
recently.
Okay, so there is a page on YouTube that is known as Future. It is basically future without a E. So if you need any theoretical knowledge on design, just go to their page. They provide you with each and every theory of design, color, and the typography, and also composition. So these aspects and small aspects, they are amazing people, amazing designers. Their clients have been from Microsoft to Google, so they have all those big shot clients. And the person who handles the account is Chris Do. So if you need any kind of theoretical knowledge based on design, please go to that page. And he also has a book. You can also read that book. That book is really amazing. I'm onto that book, so I would really suggest you to read that book.
Okay.
Also,
So
there is a
that's
Netflix
great.
documentary on graphic designing too,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can watch.
Okay, 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 okay. Really, really. That's nice, interacting. Okay, fortunately, we have the last speaker and we won't take as much time. So, I'd like to call upon Sri Vallabh, founder of Smart Holder from Bangalore. So I'd like to hand over the screen to them. And once again, thank you so much, Neeldutt, Agarwal, and Yash Bhakte for coming over here on this platform, Perivallon.
Thank you, Saiko. It was a
Oh,
nice
thank you so
experience
much.
working
Thank
with
you,
you.
Sai.
We have the last but not the least but not the last speaker today with us. So please carry on. You are muted. You are muted.